Welcome. Morning. Another weekend and another video with the RX7 Project. What I'm going to be doing, I took a head start and I'm going to show you what I done in the past few days of film. Organized all the extra parts. I went and got an extra motor that we had laying around with a bunch of extra parts. Organized the shell somewhat. I know it looks like a freaking mess with one of them extra parts shit, but I put the motor in the stand. I'm going to be taking the intake manifold off, doing the block off plates and the EGR delete and all that emission shit. And that's why I have this one, because it has that and the EGR delete. And I got the OMP delete kit on the way, also with the few extra parts. I'm gonna need. I'll go over those when I get them. What I'm gonna be doing this weekend, I'm gonna be painting a few things, draining the gas tank because it's old gas, and that's pretty much what I have. Because I'm waiting on parts. Oh. I've been scavenging parts, clutch line, fuel filter, and the clutch sleeve, brand new. Master, was it Master Clutch? Clutch Master, OE spec, all cleaned up. The disc is okay. We'll see how it goes. But that's pretty much it. So let's get some breakfast first, and then hands on this, and draining the tank and cleaning up as much as I can. Get it ready as much as I can to throw this beast on. Quick update. It's been a few hours. I've been working with some cleaning. This is all the MSD ignition that my brother put on it. How exactly works, I have no clue. I'm pretty sure that if I go online and shit, I can probably figure it out. But he has a leading ignition coil stock, and it has a 6AL MSD box with a MSD ignition dual ignition adapter with a MSD ignition DIS2 plus, which it says, oh, here's a dropped. What's it say? Multi-channel CD ignition, two-step rep controls, single stage retard. Okay, yes, for the two-step, I guess. Then he has the HVC blaster to HVC 2 coil from MSD. Those are the trailing, however you fucking say it, I don't know. And those go mounted right there. I've been, taking them out carefully, cleaning underneath, and like somewhat organizing. Excuse me. And here we have the headlight vessels. I just spray them with the first coat. They were clean. Quick respray. And I'm gonna finish over there with somewhat organizing and cleaning of the ignition coil, engine bay, and I'm gonna I'm gonna either work in this or pick up the car and drain the gas, which has been sitting for almost 10 years. 9-10 years, whatever you want to call it. Quick update. Pulled all the MSD shit out on user line. I've been rearranging it, kind of like organizing it. Put the coils back on. Now I'm working on the half of the engine harness, let's say, that grows, unwrapping all the unnecessary. I'm going to be re-wrapping it, cleaning it. The oil gauge, oil sending unit that reads the gauge, it's pretty burnt up, so I'm going to be switching that. I'm going to take a quick break, lunch break, and I'll be right back. I've been back for a while, and I organized. So finished putting everything together. Took the slave and the hose off. I got a new replacement. Fuel filter, it's out. It's kind of fucking garbage. And now I am draining the fuel tank. Like I said this morning, it's been like, I don't know, fucking 8 hours or so. So yeah, that's what I'm up to now. Jacked up the car, obviously. Draining the tank, who knows how much gas is in it. We'll find out. So next day, and this morning I took a trip to my local junkyard because I went a few days back with no tools, obviously, and I found another one of these. It was an '86 Series 4, with, believe it or not, they had 326,000 miles, something like that, original. And it had almost everything except they took all the sunroof shit out and wheels and a couple interior pieces here and there. And I went back today and grabbed a couple of nuts and bolts and a few things that I needed. It's freaking hot as hell. I'm sweating pretty crazy. And about a month ago I took the fuel pump sending unit out, and it had over, when I drained the gas, it had over 7 gallons still left in it, which it was probably for like, who knows, whenever, probably what, 9-10 years ago, whatever. Gas was getting pretty bad. So I took the sending unit out, and because of that, few of the bolts, I had to chisel them out. I think it was like two of them, and the one that I found in the junkyard had every single one of them on, and they came out so nice and easy. So I took them all out and I just replaced them, putting everything back together. Quick update. I already put the freshly painted headlight vessels, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be doing clutch line, clutch slave, and a fuel filter. That's going to be next. So, finishing the engine bay for now, and came back up here, trying to, I remember trying to remove the tow hooks. Why? People, why? It's weight reduction. Look at that. And I also took the heat shield on the passenger side because, get a light. I'm going to be running a single exhaust, as it's been always. Yes, it's crusty. We'll see how it goes. That's 2010 or 2010 or 2009 Apex N1 or M1, one of them two. It's hard to say, but it's Apex. And I took the tool hooks off. Passenger side, yeah, it looks, oh god, it looks pretty crusty. It's gonna need a lot of cleaning, but it looks better. So I've been working on the motor. As you can see, it took the intake manifold off and all the wiring harness. And went home and got the OMP Delete oil metering pump kit. Comes with the plate, with the bolts for the plate, and plugs. So I'm installing that on the motor and on the intake manifold. And I'm going to try to figure it out, the wiring harness, because it seems like I'm going to have to put the S4 engine harness on to make it work with the chassis. I was looking at it. Here's the intake manifold and the two harnesses. This one is, this is the S4, which it changes, and this is the S5 automatic. Now, I don't know if there's a difference or not on the S5 automatic and standard. I'm assuming so, but I don't know, and it seems like I'm not going to be able to use it anyways, so it don't matter, because there's plugs and switches and sensors that are not on the same spot as of the S4. So, like for example, this one here, this is from the coolant sensor. I think it might be the gauge, I'm not sure, but the S4 has 3 wires. This one only has 1, and I don't have the sensor for the S4 to make it work on this motor with the S4 harness. So I need that. Oh, it's right here. I'll show it to you real quick if I find it. What the fuck? Just had it right here. 3. And it's in the wrong spot. So that's what I'm up to now. We'll see. It's been a week since last video, and I got the motor back together. And I want to explain real quick what I did, what I had to do to, from my understanding, make it work. So like you all know, it's an S5. It's a Series 5, but to make it work on my chassis, which is an S4, I have to use the S4 harness with the ECU, because the S5 harness and the ECU won't plug into the chassis. So I had to throw the S4 harness in, keep on plugging things, figuring out online, calling people and all that, and I eliminated a bunch of plugs that I don't need on it, and I have to extend the idle air control module plug from like the other side to here, because the S4 has it on this side of the intake and this one has it here on the passenger side. So I had to extend that harness, and the other one that I had to relocate was this one, air intake temperature sensor. I had extended, and also where I had difficulties, because I thought I was going to be able to use the S4 intake on the S5 engine, but I figured out that I couldn't, because like exhaust port that it's out here is, I guess it's related with the EGR or something like that, whatever. So I had to put the S5 intake. Because of that, I had to extend those 2 wires, and the S5 TPS wouldn't, the S4 I had to put the S5 intake manifold, and I was trying to put the S4 throttle body on it because of the TPS. It's just a single shit. It's just a single sensor, and the S5 had 2 of them. So I tried to swap the throttle body and it wouldn't fit on the S5 intake. So I had to put the S5 throttle body back on the intake and swap the TPS from the bracket of the S4 to the S5, and it should work. So that's what I end up doing. I spent like 4 hours just taking on and off, making sure everything fit and line up and work. So thankfully I got everything plugged in, ready to go. What I got left is belt, V-belt. I gotta plug that off. A couple of these new spark plugs, clutch, fuel lines have been ran out. Yeah, clutch, spark plugs, plug a few things here and there, like these. Just gotta get more plugs, and hopefully next weekend when I'm free, throw it on, button everything up, and hopefully start it. I'll see you guys in the next one.